Hey besties, welcome back. If you love reality TV gossip, influencer chaos, and comment section detective work, you're in the right place because today we're breaking down 4 stories and they all have the same theme. The internet notices everything. First up, the uncomfortable question hanging over Katie and Travis and what moving forward could look like inside a family that's basically one giant group trip 24/7. People are citing follow-unfollow behavior, reading the room, and wondering if the Bates brothers are supposed to just smile through the tension like nothing happened. Because in a family this close, awkward doesn't stay hidden. It shows up in the group photo. Meanwhile, Reddit is already speculating about Katie and Travis's next chapter. Specifically, how soon could baby number 3 get announced? And the takes are darkly cynical. Some think it'll be quiet and controlled, like comments off and one polished caption about a hard season, while others swear it's coming fast. Either way, the fandom isn't just asking, is she pregnant? They're asking what a pregnancy would mean right now. And then we need a palate cleanser because Carlin's kid just delivered peak comedy, introducing her parents like their official paperwork. My mom and dad are named Evan and Carlin. One time they told her their names, and now it's a permanent catchphrase. Parents everywhere felt that in their bones. And finally, Josie's new profile picture turned into a full-blown aesthetics trial. Everyone's in washed-out neutrals. Josie pops in color, and Reddit can't decide if it's screaming for attention or just influencer strategy. Bonus, the comments got so dramatic they compared the kids to sad Victorian children, and somehow the fireplace caught a stray. If you want the full breakdown, receipts, and the real reason these stories have fans spiraling, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next upload. Alright, cue the first stories. Title card. Katie and Travis, the end of an era. Okay, Bates land might be entering a whole new era because the Katie and Travis chatter is getting so loud that fans are now watching every family gathering like it's a courtroom exhibit. Redditors are debating whether Katie will move forward and keep the marriage intact. But the bigger question is what happens inside the Bates machine when everyone knows the vibe has shifted. So, here's what's fueling the conversation. Fans aren't just talking about a couple's relationship. They're talking about what that relationship does to an entire family ecosystem that's basically built on constant togetherness. The Bates aren't a see you at Thanksgiving kind of family. It's birthdays, holidays, big trips, group dinners, random pop-ins, camera-ready moments over and over. And Redditors are asking, if Travis shows up at the next big gathering, does everyone just smile for the vlog and pretend nothing's changed? A lot of commenters think Katie's upbringing plays a huge role here. They're using words like forgiveness, preserve the covenant, and protect the marriage. Basically implying that in this world, staying is the default setting, especially if the family's messaging is grace, restoration, and keep the home intact. But then the thread takes a turn into the real-life awkwardness nobody can edit out. Because in a family this close, tension doesn't stay private. It shows up in the living room. It's the weird gap in the group photo. It's the energy shift when someone walks in. It's the polite small talk that feels like a performance. One group of commenters basically said, if it's uncomfortable for Travis, that's on him. He made choices. Now he deals with the consequences. Other people argue the opposite, that this won't forever change anything because they believe mess like this isn't rare. It's just usually quieter. And if that's true, the family already has a playbook. Rally around the marriage, keep the wife from being the single one, and acts like everything's normal by the next holiday. Then there's the influencer angle because of course there is. Redditors are zooming in on follow-unfollow behavior and reading it like a mood ring. Some interpret unfollows as real anger. Others think it's purely branding, siblings protecting their image and distancing from drama. And one detail that popped, Carlin allegedly still follows Travis. And fans couldn't decide if that's support for Katie, neutral family first energy, or just Carlin being Carlin and keeping a front row seat to the chaos. The heaviest comments weren't even about optics. They were about emotional fallout. People described how betrayal can create constant paranoia. Every phone buzz, every late reply, every I'm running out for a bit. And if the story becomes public, The humiliation multiplies because now it's not just heartbreak, it's scrutiny. The spiciest speculation. Some commenters think the confession energy felt less like accountability and more like someone lighting a match, like the bridge was already burning, and now the whole family has to stand in the smoke. And just when you think we're done, the internet starts placing bets. Because up next, fans are already spiraling over how soon Katie might announce baby number 3. And the theories are dark. A new thread isn't just guessing, is she pregnant? It's arguing what a pregnancy announcement would mean right now. Fresh start or full and damage control. 1. Blunt headline-style post basically asked how long before Katie announces she's pregnant with Travis's 3rd baby, and then immediately set the mood with my prediction: not long. It's just sad. And from there the comments turned into a full prediction: market timelines, announcement styles, even the aesthetic of the future reveal. Some commenters swear it's going to happen fast. One person confidently tossed out by April. Not kidding. While others were like, I don't even think it'll take that long. And the thing is, the thread isn't excited. It's suspicious. People are framing the entire idea as a makeup pregnancy, like a band-aid slapped onto a wound that hasn't even been cleaned yet. Then it gets into what I can only describe as PR rollout speculation. A bunch of commenters think Katie wouldn't announce early at all. They predict she'll go quiet, post less, and then reappear way later with a big bump like surprise, because in their view the backlash would be immediate. So the theory is delay it, control it, and reduce the comment section chaos. And the fan-made announcement strategy predictions are wild. People are imagining a single polished photo shoot, a caption about a difficult season but a sweet blessing. And this part comes up a lot, comments turned off. Some even joked the announcement could conveniently align with Travis dropping music, because nothing says fresh start like a baby reveal and a new album in the same breath, right? Crunch. The thread also leans hard into cultural context. Commenters saying that in their world, marriage and babies are treated like the solution to everything. Like if things are rocky, you don't pause and rebuild. You add another baby and call it a blessing. And then the most brutal line in the whole discussion. Babies are good for the algorithm. That's not just faith culture commentary. That's influencer economics commentary. But not everyone agrees it would happen quickly. Some push back and say intimacy after betrayal. Again, that's the framing in. The comments can take time, and they can't imagine Katie jumping straight into let's make another baby mode. Others think even if she did get pregnant, she'd keep it quiet until the 2nd trimester or later, because the internet would pounce. And then you have the timeline calculators who go full spreadsheet mode, counting weeks, estimating cycles, predicting a possible February window, and guessing an announcement as early as March. Like, the parasocial detective work is working overtime. The spiciest fan take is that a baby announcement right now wouldn't read like joy. It would read like a rebrand. New chapter, moving forward, and please look over here instead. Yikes. Keep it locked because we need a palate cleanser after that. Up next, Carlin's kid casually goes viral with the funniest my parents' names line, and it's so relatable it hurts. Carlin shared a short video. Looks like they're out in a bright toy store style setting. Total wholesome Erin vibes when her kid drops this line with full confidence. My mom and dad are named Evan and Carlin. Not my parents, not my mom and dad, but the full government name introduction like she's filing paperwork or giving a witness statement. And it's funny, because you can immediately see the origin story. One time Carlin or Evan probably told her, Mommy's name is Carlin. Daddy's name is Evan. And her little brain saved it like a catchy jingle. Now she's repeating it like it's her personal slogan with a kind of pride. Only kids have when they feel like the main character in a scene. Carlin's caption is what really seals it. My mom and dad are named Evan and Carlin. And basically this needs to stop, but it never will. And if you're a parent, you already know exactly what she means, because once your child decides a phrase is the phrase, it's over. You can't negotiate with it. You can't outsmart it. You can only laugh and accept your fate. The comment section energy on posts like this is always the same in the best way. It turns into a support group of parents going, mine does that too. My kid introduces me like a celebrity. Wait, why is this so accurate? People love it because it's tiny, harmless chaos. And it's weirdly universal. Every family has a version. The mispronounced word that becomes a nickname. The random fun fact your kid tells strangers. The phrase they repeat until you start hearing it in your sleep. And what makes Carlin's moment extra perfect is the specific phrasing. My mom and dad are named Evan and Carlin sounds like a child-hosted press conference, like she's at a podium, like she's correcting the record for the media. And you just know this is the kind of line that will pop out at the worst possible times. Grocery store checkout, meeting a new person, standing in line somewhere when a stranger says, "Oh, is that your mommy?" And the kid goes, "Yes, my mom and dad are named Evan and Carlin." Like, thank you for the clarification, ma'am. Also, let's be real. Carlin knows the internet will eat this up because it's not drama. It's influencer family life drama. And those are the clips that go many viral because they feel real. No big storyline, no huge announcement, just a little kid being adorable and accidentally hilarious. And now the funniest part, once the audience latches onto a phrase like this, it becomes a prophecy. People will start quoting it back at her. It'll show up in DMs. It'll become a running joke. Someone is absolutely going to put it on a t-shirt in the comments. The best fan reaction is always, "This is going to be in her wedding speech someday." Because you can already picture a whole room yelling the phrase in unison. Up next, Josie's new profile picture sparked a full-on debate over one dress color, and people are acting like it's a personality diagnosis. Josie posts a new profile picture that looks like a curated family photo shoot. Soft lighting, washed-out neutrals, the whole cream, beige, white palette that screams Pinterest board, but make it minimal. And in the middle of all that, Josie is front and center in a noticeably more colorful dress. And Reddit immediately pounced with the question, why is she the only one wearing color? One commenter basically claimed it was screaming for attention. And once that accusation hit the timeline, the comment section went full wildfire. Because it wasn't just the color, people started dragging the vibe. Multiple comments said the kids look like sad Victorian children with blank expressions, like they're posing for an old tiny portrait where nobody's allowed to smile. Someone even compared it to those creepy historical death pics. And another person said the whole scene looks like they're gathered for a wake, which is absolutely unhinged, but that's Reddit for you. Then the critiques got hilariously specific. People weren't just judging the outfits, they were judging the house. One commenter went after the cream German schmear fireplace against the white wall like it personally offended them. Like, imagine posting a family photo and the internet is reviewing your grout and your design choices. But the funniest part is how the thread split into two camps. Camp 1 insists this is classic influencer behavior. Josie picked the photo because Josie looks the best. Full stop. They claim everyone else looks miserable. The older kids look emotionally checked out. And Josie's doing the perfect polished smile like she's ready for a brand deal. The vibe they're accusing her of is, basically, I checked me, not us. Oof. Camp 2, though, came rushing in with the defense. It's her profile picture. Why shouldn't she stand out? And honestly fair. People pointed out that this is a normal photo strategy. Dress the group in neutrals so the focal point pops. Sometimes the focal point is a baby. Sometimes it's the whole family. And sometimes, yes, it's the mom. And if Josie is the one running the account, the focal point being Josie is not exactly shocking. Then a third mini theory showed up. Maybe she's not even the only one wearing color. Some commenters think the editing washed everything out. They pointed out tiny hints of blue in the kids' clothes, like about here, some floral detail there, faint stripes. So Josie's dress looks extra bold because the whole image is muted, which if you've ever seen an airy, creamy preset go too far, you know that's believable. And underneath the snark, there's a bigger conversation brewing. Is this just a normal mom?